guys, and welcome back. It is Master Flash, and this is Upgrade Heroes Part 1. So, I have tried to take the first five, I would like to call them races, 5 parts of Upgrade Heroes, and get 3 stars on them, and show you guys just how to do it. So the first one up is the DATSUN. This DATSUN is absolutely, I'd like to say rubbish, but I wouldn't even go that far. It is bad. So we have to take the company car, which is the Clio Williams, race over to where the car is supposed to be, bring the car back without getting any damage, then they upgrade it, and you go and drive it like an absolute loon. The Datsun though isn't a bad car after they upgrade it. It's just, yeah, it's just one of those things, and it's not great. It's not great at all. None of the cars are great. I think the first one's a Datsun. The second one is the Group B Audi Quattro. Then it's the El Camino. Then the Bel Air. Then the Mazda RX-8, and then the Chevy Bel Air, which is all good fun. So that's the driving of the company car. There's the Datsun. It's a bog standard Datsun, and it goes, yeah, it just goes. It's not very quick, but you have to get back to where you started from without obtaining any damage. Unfortunately, Forza AI doesn't give a monkeys that you cannot sustain any damage, so they will just drive into you. So you have to be extremely careful for that, especially on this part. Up to now, I've not come across, even though that they have both got time limits where you drive the company car and where you have to drive back to the base. So far, time limits haven't affected the star rating. As you just seen there, a car just managed to drive into me and sustained a little bit of damage. And again, up to now, even with that little bit of damage it just took, it doesn't seem to affect the star rating. It just takes forever for this to get to speed. What I must reiterate though, when you get to as you can see the distance mark, you have to stop dead. It will not, the time will keep on ticking down until you've actually physically stopped. As you can see, it just spun around it and missed it. So there is the upgraded Datsun.
I'm ready. Ta-da! What do you think? We've gone lower, wider, faster. Twin turbo inline 6 under the hood, producing 337 horsepower. Oh, and there's that nonsense we strapped to the front too.
So now we gotta blast out and just drive it to a time limit. So all I can say is drive it as quick and as smoothly as you can possibly drive it. When you get to I'll show you as the car goes up further, but if you drive with the arrows on the road to show you braking distance, etc., when you get to the roundabout, the distance will show you you must brake a lot sooner than you need to. I'll show you exactly where to brake now, because I use corners only. As you can see, here comes the arrows. See, they turn from yellow to red. Don't brake, brake. Brake as soon as you hit the first line of the roundabout. By doing this will give you more time in the long run. If you brake where the arrows tell you to brake, you will slow it down too much, and then you will not be able to get to where you need to get to in time. Always, when you hit that roundabout, brake on the first line, and I will catch you in the next part. Peace.
Fantastic. Did you have fun? Well, if it got your blood pumping, then I'm sure the client will be over the moon. I have a feeling we won't need to wait too long for another one.
So, this is the Audi. Basically, if you just watch this through right until the very end, after they have upgraded the Audi, you need to follow the route, or the rally route that he gives you. Don't. Just follow the route that I have taken and you will beat the clock. Absolutely no problems at all. And I shall catch you in part 3.
Right, wait there. It'll be along in a minute. It's a Sport Quattro. An 83, I think. See, they stripped all the fun stuff out and sold a few of them as production cars, which is where this one must have come from. So it turns out the client doesn't just want to go off-road. They want to go off-road. Group B style. Well, off we go. Don't crash it on the way back. Cheers. The team can't wait. This thing was built for Group B rallying, which, as we know, was completely mad. But hey, we like mad. All done? You want to see it? Now, it's got the trademark four-wheel drive system, which should help you handle the dirt. And we've bumped it up to 800 brake horsepower, which might not help, but, oh, blimey, it'll be good fun. I've laid in a rally route for you. Tried to convince a client to sit in as co-driver, but they were a bit too scared. client couldn't be happier. Oh, one more thing. I'm putting all of these in the auto show with the specs and modifications listed for all to see. Be your own upgrade hero. Got a ring to it, don't you think?
So the Camino is a little bit different just because of the way it handles. Again, after they've upgraded it, this is all about point A to point B in under a certain time. All I can suggest to you is drive smoothly but fastly, and you should beat the clock, no problems at all. I made an error whilst driving from point A to point B, and I clipped a wooden fence, but that didn't go against me, and I still managed to obtain the 3 stars. It's all about being fast but smooth. Rather than using the brake, just ease off the accelerator. The brake slows you down too much, so by going into corners, rather than hitting the brakes, or when you see yellow arrows, rather than braking, use the accelerator, come off the accelerator and just smoothly go at it, and you should be able to achieve 3 stars. And I'll catch you in part 4.
154 cubic inches of engine. What on earth did it want us to do with... Alright then. Challenge accepted, my friend. Try not to damage it, and try not to flog it too hard. Yet. Thank you kindly. I'll get the team to work. I think you're going to like this one, but best prepare yourself. We chucked in a 7-litre supercharged V8. Makes over 1,000 horsepower. I'm scared to even stand near it. They dared us to beef this thing up. Well, let's show this client we're not afraid of a little dare, eh? Stellar work. I'll tell the client they can have their beefed up muscle car back, if they're not too chicken.
The Mazda. What can I say about the Mazda? This I found was the worst out of the 5, for the simple reason being you have to, or they have to turn an RX-7 from a normal RX-7 into a drift car. Problem is, I find it's not enough, that the Mazda does not have enough power to be a proper drift car. The minute you start going into a slide, the power just seems to just wane out of it, and then you have to build it back up and then go and build and go and build. Sorry, when I say go, I mean drift and build. Drift and build power back, drift and build power back, and it is a proper pain in the backside. But hopefully you guys are far better drifters than I am, because I am not the greatest drifter, I'm not gonna lie, but I still managed to obtain the total needed for 3 stars. All I can say is just drift as much as you physically can and keep on trying to drift. Don't be afraid to build a little bit of power and then drift for a little bit longer and keep going back and forth, back and forth. But trust me guys, with perseverance you can easily obtain 3 stars on this part. Hope this helps. Catch you in part 5. Peace.
Rob can't make it, so he's having one of his drift clubbers bring the car down. Bingo, RX-7. Totally reliable and maybe the best drift platform ever built. Get it down here. If it's the Mazda I think it is and he wants what I think he wants, this shouldn't be too hard. And we haven't even started fiddling yet, so try to keep the back end on the road, eh? Ta for that, I'll get the team started. Here. I've set you a route around the city. Should get those drift clubbers talking. Now the trick is not to stomp the throttle too hard. You have to feather it into the turn. Just my opinion. Ask Rob if you want the full lecture. Right, time to let that back end go. Aye, that's it, keep going. We've still got a finish line to get to, remember. Here you go. Who needs traction, eh? Settle down. It takes some people a long time to master this, you know. Stop making it look so easy. Well, next time Rob Glenn corners me for a good long chat about the finer points of drifting, I'm telling him to call you. Good, you're here.
Okay, so this is part 5 of part 1, if that makes any sense at all. So this is the Chevy Bel Air. This one, they turn into a drag racer. Problem is, when you go to get in the finished version of the Chevy, it has drag tyres on it, and drag tyres don't have much grip. So you need to be, it's pretty much carbon copy of the El Camino. You need to be smooth, you need to be just really on it. Try not to use the brakes, just try to ease off the throttle, back on the throttle, ease off the throttle, and be as smooth as you possibly can, because if you start to get in a turn, in a twist or in a drift with the Bel Air, with the drift tyres on, with the drag tyres on, you are going to be in serious trouble, and it's likely that the car will turn around on you. But what you have to do is you have to drive it all the way up to the speed zone, or the speed camera in Edinburgh, and get a maximum speed out of it. As long as you can control the drive properly, and be as smooth as you physically can, you should obtain 3 stars. I really hope this one helps, guys, and I really hope you enjoy part 1 of Upgrade Heroes. If you like what you see and I've helped, please hit that like button. If you love what you see and you want to stick around for part 2, hit that subscribe button. I really hope this helps you guys, and if it helps one person, then it's done its job. Have a great day, hope you are all well, and peace.
Right, let's get the team to work here. They're all finished. Prepare to feast your eyes and your ears. We lowered the rides and put in a 7-litre supercharged engine. This thing will destroy just about anything off the line, and it'll look gorgeous doing it.
So I've set you a route. It's, more or less straight. You should be coming into Edinburgh now. And there was something else I had to remind you about, something I forgot. Oh aye, mind the tram. Speed trap dead ahead. Put your foot down and smile. Another satisfied client. I can't wait to have a go on this thing. Just, if you see them around the festival anywhere, maybe stopped at some lights, whatever you do, don't rev your engine at them.